The Dallas Cowboys are winning the Super Bowl. Well, maybe they're not. Maybe they are. We're going to go through the entire NFC, pick our division ranks, all of this and more on the other side of the intro.
You're tuned in to the Red Zone Blitz.
Here we go.
The home for all things NFL and college football.
Ready?
Welcome back, KK.
What's up?
How do you do?
I'm doing good.
How goes it in your neck of the woods? What's popping? What's your latest Liquid Death flavor that you've tried that you really like?
Oh, that Liquid Death peach is so good.
Hey, Liquid Death, if you're listening to this episode.
And the waters are good too.
The sparkling water is fantastic, I must say. It is very good. Liquid Death, go reach our line, redzoneblitzpodcast@gmail.com. Hit us up with an email. We'd love to talk to you. Huge shout out to Joel Norris, Pigskin Frenzy. We recorded an episode before this one. Can't wait to drop that one. Major shout out to the prodigy of college football. You can find him on Pigskin_Frenzy and all the social media. Go to all the audio platforms. Go listen to his show Tuesdays and Thursdays. One of the most knowledgeable college football minds in the entire world. You've probably read the episode title. We probably know what we're going to be talking about this episode, but in case you didn't pay attention, you just saw our logo and got really happy, we're going to be going through every single NFC team, and then we're going to rank them in their division. And then maybe we'll pick a winner. Maybe we'll pick two. We'll pick our conference championship game. If you have not followed us on Instagram yet, please go follow us, Red Zone Blitz Podcast. We have a lot of exciting stuff that is on the way. If you winner of our Sephora gift card, you've been contacted by DM. Go check your DMs. From one of us, we have contacted you. Congratulations to the person that won. I don't have their name handy on my computer at the moment, so congratulations to them. KK, where would you like to begin? Which division would you like to pick first?
It depends. Do you want to go with your Cowboys first or last?
Might
as well do them last.
We can do them last. All right. Let's start with Super Bowl champions, man. We'll start there. NFC West. Seattle Seahawks. So their camp opens July 17th. Their joint practices are going to be against the Titans, August 21st. Sam Darnold is your guy. He's coming back. You got Kenneth Walker leaving for Kansas City in free agency. Zach Charbonnet is on a torn ACL. Brian Fleury's coming in replacing Clint Kubiak. You got first-round pick Jadarian Price headlining a wide-open running back competition.
Forgot about Reek Willen leaving Seattle too.
That is true. That is as well.
The Eagles.
Don't remind me. Don't remind me. Do you think the Seahawks have enough to repeat currently?
They have enough, but can Sam Darnold go back to back and have like career seasons? That's my big question to them.
So when you look at Sam Darnold's game and like you've been around, the reason why you're on this podcast, and this is people always wonder where like they always want an origin story of how KK and I met and how big fans of you, by the way. Lots of people love the Love Machine. Yeah, they love the Love Machine. They love the air horns. The big fans of the air horns and the Love Machine. They always talk about like where we met and how this, and I won't go into the entire story, but I will say one of the people that I started watching football with in my adulthood was KK, and we would sit down at our local establishment on Sundays and we'd watch football, and we'd watch it for a long time, and we'd eat our chicken wings and drink our beer, and it'd be a great time. In the midst of all of this, what I really got to learn was your angle and viewing of football players, because average person will go out and be like, you know what? This guy threw this many touchdowns, this many interceptions. Those are the stat lines. He's good, or he's bad, or he's this, he's that. You always looked at it from a lens of like, you know what? There's more to the story than just touchdowns and interceptions. What do you think the trait is? And a lot of people are talking about Sam Darnold in this way that you just started off with, which is like, I don't know. It depends if he can, do the things that he needs to do. What are those things that he needs to do in his game that are more than just stat lines, I say. Or are they stat lines?
Well, he needs to be consistent the way he was last year.
And do you think that is keeping him away from like interceptions and like keeping the ball out of it? Because that's my thing. Like,
He had a great. It was a QB last year at McDonald.
Yeah,
the coaches were there, and he didn't have many errors.
Yeah,
so he's a system type quarterback.
Yeah, and that's I think the most important thing.
But on the other side is have teams figured him out. Have like other defenses figured out how to get to him,
especially the gap of Kenneth Walker. And you're not getting a Zach Charbonnet healthy right away. It does lend to believe is like, are you a one-dimensional attack now? Versus before where you had Kenneth Walker.
They had a good draft picking Jadarian Price as a replacement.
So right now, Jadarian Price is the number one back, probably, I would say. You got George Holani in there, who's an undrafted 2024 free agent. He knows the system, has been a special teamer. Emmanuel Wilson's there, Kenny McIntosh. Charbonnet could return mid-season, but I don't know if you can count on him for being back for week 1. Are you going to give number 1 slot to Jadarian Price, the running mate for Jeremiah Love, your boy?
That's tough, but I think he'll be in the battle for that number 1 spot in training camp.
What do you need?
Because they don't have a clear number 1 until Zach Charbonnet comes
What tools
back,
do you want to see from your running back 1 if you're the coach of the Seahawks? What do you need to see him do? Or not do, I guess?
Not do, probably fumble the ball.
That's an easy one.
But just keep his game simple.
Yeah.
Especially, he probably needs to work on blocking. Because he's going to have to block a lot for Sam Darnold.
He's going to have to pick up those blitzes. And that's going to be something that he's going to have to do. And he's going to have to be leaned on in that. So he's got some upside there. I think he's a multidimensional back. He's not just a
But if you look at Seattle, they've always had a 2 to 3 back system.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I can remember, that's always been like they've...
Even when they had Marshawn Lynch, he still didn't play every single down.
Yeah, they run it by committee. So, I mean... There are a lot more questions going into Seattle this year than there were last year around this time, and I think that's a good thing. That means you won the Super Bowl, and I think a lot of people will question you for that. Now, before I go to the next team, I think I would be remiss if I did not say I apologize, KK. I apologize on behalf of the Red Zone Blitz podcast nation, who demanded that we do an episode of Brendan Sorsby. Dedicated to apologizing to you because you, in fact, did say no NFL team was going to take him.
I saw your post today.
And the NFL came down and said, "Yep, we are not doing a supplemental draft, and you are not being taken."
See, the owners are still old school mentality.
Me and Joel Norris, we talked about it, so go listen to that episode if you want my full unsolicited takes. I won't take up this episode with a lot of Brendan Sorsby talk, but I will say. The NFL is putting its foot down on gambling and where it stands on players betting on the game. So, great job, NFL. Well done. Well done. Moving on to a team that probably needs a round of applause as well. The Rams. Whew. Training camp opens July 25th. They got joint practices against my Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. The Rams went all in. I mean, if you didn't hear about it now, I would be very surprised. You've probably woken up from a coma. Myles Garrett acquired from Cleveland in a blockbuster trade. Trent McDuffie acquired from Kansas City, 12-5 last year. I mean, Newsweek projects them to be 12-13 wins. Again, as highly probable. Matthew Stafford is managing a bit of a back issue at 38. The backup quarterback race, Stetson Bennett versus rookie Ty Simpson, number 13 overall pick, is genuinely unresolved. I think Garoppolo is retired. Myles Garrett of the Rams, biggest trade of the offseason?
Yes.
Has to be, right? I don't think...
I'd probably say A.J. Brown's close, but...
Yeah, this one's, I think, sheer magnitude, shook up the league.
This one shook up the league.
Yeah, no, it definitely...
And this shored up the Rams' defense.
And
they also got McDuffie, but
they also might have Aaron Donald coming out of retirement. We don't know that yet, but it definitely is It is looking good for the Rams. I mean, I don't know if I can really pick a hole. I guess we can talk about the Stafford's back.
Well, the big question is Puka going to be ready and showing up?
I think so. I think Sean McVay is a very clear...
Because if he doesn't, that offense is going to be in trouble.
If he doesn't show up, are they going to get rid of him? I think they will.
Yeah.
I don't think the Rams really play around. I mean, they had Todd Gurley.
I don't think a lot of NFL teams play around.
They had Todd Gurley, and they were like, yeah, your back's broken. Goodbye. Like, see ya. They move on, man. And Cooper Kupp, how much he did for that team and that organization, they moved on from him.
But as I said before, Puka should be ready for training camp. Maybe just out having fun in the offseason.
Yeah.
Maybe he's having a little too much fun in the offseason.
Listen, if you're getting caught up in the stuff that he's getting caught up and publicly getting just all the stuff happening, he is definitely having too much fun out in public, I would say, Mr. Puka Nacua. He needs to reel it in a little bit.
But if he shows up to training camp, maybe that was just the offseason for him, and he's ready to go again.
I think so.
I think the Rams are probably the team to beat in that division.
I would agree with you. I think Nacua will be back. I think you got Devontae Adams in there. Devontae Adams is once again a very seasoned veteran. You're going to have Kyron Williams back. I would have liked to see them improve their tight end room. I think that was one of my things that I would have liked to see them do a little bit more. But, I mean, when it comes to this team, not much better. Are you at any point concerned about Mr. 38-year-old Matthew Stafford?
No, because I think he went through the same thing a year ago where he had got off to a slow start. He missed some games with a back injury.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot of concern about him, and he essentially lived out of a trailer for him. I remember at training camp.
But he had the MVP season.
Yeah. It's hard to argue against it. It's hard to argue against like receipts. And I think Matthew Stafford has a lot of them when it comes to delivering crunch time performances in these moments. Now, the 49ers, the practice facility juggernauts, they were dead last in defensive success rate in 2025. They still won 11 games and did they win 11 games? Hold on.
Yeah, they were right there. They were right there with the Rams and Seahawks.
I'll look at that and make sure my eyes are not
because they battled Seattle for home field.
Oh yeah, they did. They won 12 and 5. Wow, they had the same record as
with no receivers. Well, barely any receivers.
Oh my days. A lot of players coming off surgery. I mean, like, it, like everybody is broken in San Francisco. Do you have concerns with health for this team?
No.
Really?
I mean, they signed Mike Evans. He's healthy now, right?
He's another guy that is good for 1,000 yards.
What a great signing that was.
You're a big proponent of the Evans. They're going to love him out in San Francisco.
Well, I mean, he's a 1,000-yard receiver. How do you not sign that guy?
Those jerseys are going to fly off the shelves too. Speaking of,
I thought Buffalo would be in the sweepstakes for him.
Well, Buffalo might be in the sweepstakes for the other San Francisco receiver, Brandon Ayuk. For people at home, KK gave his
Buffalo
pick. Yeah, for people at home, people gave KK gave the infamous KK shake of his head. Like, what the hell is Brandon Ayuk doing? Like, have you seen the stuff where he's yelling Commanders? And
I'd be surprised if any team signed him.
I mean, what the where?
Because why would you want to sign a guy and bring all that drama into your locker room?
Well, that's what George Kittle said, right? George Kittle said, "Be careful what you're getting everything with Brandon Ayuk," to Commanders fans. And if your own teammate, or I guess former teammate, but technically still current teammate, goes out on national television and then says that, not a good look. I wouldn't want Brandon Ayuk. I don't care how talented you are. You're an idiot. That's a dumb folded move. A lot of people always say I gotta make this call as Mr. Irrelevant, or Brock Purdy was the last player picked in the draft, blah blah blah, this, that, and the other. Still the most underrated quarterback?
No, I don't think so. I think he's earned his spot on the 49ers and the league.
Nice.
He's had some good seasons.
Now, if the 49ers were to miss the playoffs this year, do you say blow it up?
Yes.
And where would you start? Where would you begin to blow?
I mean,
you got to start with the coach, don't you?
Yeah, coach probably has to go first.
So Kyle Shanahan's out of there, which is really sad.
It's also like how many teams would want an older Christian McCaffrey now?
Wow.
I mean, still has some value, but
yeah. You saw some juice, and then you can get away with like maybe a Fred Warner. You can try to maneuver it around, but essentially you're gonna have to realize that this team will need a rebuild sooner rather than later, especially when you're in a division with the Rams and the Seahawks, and we're gonna get to them, the lovely Arizona Cardinals. We'll jump to Arizona. I think the biggest thing about it is you get Jeremiah Love back in business. Can they get 4 to 6 wins? You want me to go through their schedule?
Yeah, they can get 4 to 6 wins.
Let me go through their schedule. Hold on. Let's see. We'll go through and we'll see.
I mean, they should get 4 to 6 wins.
Let's go through their schedule.
If any team doesn't get 4 to 6 wins, it's like sad, man.
Depressing. Okay, first game against the Chargers. I believe that's on the road too.
No, I don't see them beating the Chargers.
Okay. Second game against the Seahawks at home.
No.
Third game against the 49ers on the road. So they started 0-3. Okay. They're going to New York to play the Giants.
That's a winnable game.
You're going to give them a win? In New York?
Let's give them a win.
Okay, they got one. Then they play the Lions.
No.
Then they play the Rams.
No.
Then they play the Broncos.
Oh, boy.
So at this point...
Well, they're going to be in the first overall sweepstakes.
They're 1-7, and they go to play the trap game. The ultimate trap game. They get to play the Dallas Cowboys. Don't do it.
When you look at Dallas, maybe,
don't do it.
Maybe that's a win.
No, it's not a win.
It seems like Dallas loses those
No,
teams,
it's not a win. It's not a win. We're not giving them the win. Shut up. We're not giving them the win. Okay, they're 1-8. They're going to Seattle on November 8th.
No.
Okay, they're 1-9. Now they're going to the Rams.
No.
Or sorry, they're playing the Rams the next week at home.
They're going to beat the Rams.
1-9. Now they're playing the Chiefs.
No, I don't see win that either.
1-10. And now they're home to the Commanders.
I don't see them winning, but you never know about that one.
I'll give it to them.
If Jaden Daniels is injured again, winnable game.
Okay.
Sure. Good for Arizona, man. Let them have their 2 wins and get a quarterback.
Okay, and then they play the Eagles. No.
You say no.
I don't think they're going to
beat the Eagles.
I don't think they can beat.
I think they can beat the Eagles.
Okay.
I think the Eagles are falling.
Okay, 3-11. And then they play the Jets. I think they can beat the Jets.
That's going to be the first
fourth
overall.
That's for the first overall bowl. That's December 20th. That's when everybody's fantasy football matchups are on the line. The Jets and the Cardinals will be playing for the first overall pick. It could go either way.
Yeah, I'm okay with Arizona getting that number 1 pick and getting a quarterback.
Dante Moore to Arizona.
Play
with Mr. Jeremiah Love. Is Jeremiah Love the most exciting player on a bad team?
I mean, he should be their MVP.
We're
still waiting to see who their quarterback is.
Well, yeah, we don't have answers on that. Jacoby Brissett
is it Minshew already?
Well, it might be Carson Beck now.
Because is Brissett just done now?
Well, Brissett refuses to play, apparently, which is good for him, I guess. But
good for him. Where's he going to go? Nowhere.
I don't think
he's going to be hanging with Brandon Ayuk.
I don't think any team's going to take him. Okay, well, props out to Jeremiah. Okay, this is a thing. Okay, let's say Jeremiah Love. You got a phone call with him, right? Like before the season starts. What advice would you give Jeremiah Love going into this season? From KK, the Love Machine. Hello. Hi, is this KK?
That's a tough one.
Stay away from the baddies. Stay away from the Arizona Cougar Club.
Let's just say focus on football.
Okay, what should he stay away from? Like what?
The baddies?
the baddies. Okay, stay away from the baddies. Yep.
The drama?
The drama.
Just focus yourself on the team and playing football.
There it is. Wise words from KK. All right, rank them. Who do you got winning the division?
Probably say the Rams still.
Okay. I agree with you. I will take the Rams. Who do you got number 2?
I'm going to go with the 49ers.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. Well, that's where we disagree. I'm going to go with Seattle. So that means 3rd is Seattle for you, unless Arizona's magic.
I think all 3 of those teams are making the playoffs.
And then the 4th is the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's nice. That's something there. That's a decent division. Very tough division, I would say. Moving on to the NFC South. You got Tampa Bay. I mean, Baker's still playing without a long-term deal. He said himself, I started every game the last 3 years. I don't know if that should ever be a question when asked about his contract situation. Baker without a new deal, is that motivation or a distraction?
I would say motivation, because he's playing for his next contract.
Yeah, but is that a distraction for the team to have to answer about his contract every single?
No, because he's already come on and said, I'm not dealing with this during the season. So if he doesn't sign, I mean, if they're playing terrible
No,
football,
well, he didn't say the season. He said, I'm not dealing with this until training camp. So this could be a distraction in training camp.
I don't see me a distraction.
You think?
I thought he said he's not dealing with it during football season.
No, I think he said, we can look up the quote. Baker Mayfield not dealing with contract during season. Let's see what he said. He said, okay, here we go. He said he has strict training camp deadline late July to finalize a long-term contract. If a deal is not reached by then, he will halt all negotiations. There you go. You're correct. Yeah. Listen, he is one guy
it's not going to be a distraction.
He's one guy I hope for his sake he stays healthy. Because I remember when Dak had his injury in his contract year and he refused to sign in the summer, and then he had his injury in the first or second game or third game, whatever it was, when his ankle snapped.
But it also depends what kind of injury, if he does get one. That's not going to wood.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if it's not a serious one and he becomes a free agent, teams are going after him. He will get paid. But if it's a serious injury, I mean, what does he have to lose? He's got to sign somewhere.
Yeah.
It won't be in Tampa.
That is true. I mean, that you're...
Because if they didn't sign you now, I mean...
What makes you think they're going to sign you again?
All right.
I mean, they are building a bully in Tampa, KK. Apparently, their non-contact OTA practice was so intense, the NFL fined them and docked them an off-season session. They added a bunch of guys, man. They added a bunch of dogs. I mean, Ruben Bain Jr. included. Big boy there.
But they got younger.
Yeah, they took off some age there. Obviously, Mike Evans is leaving and Mike Agbuka going into year 2. Do you think they have enough to win the NFC South again?
They do.
Because like last year, there was a 3-way tie, and everybody finished 8-9.
That I probably see that as same thing again this season. Or there's going to be a fight to win that division again.
I mean, you look at it where it's like Tampa probably has the most proven quarterback. Carolina's probably got the best defense. I would say maybe. New Orleans got the shuck upside, and then Atlanta has the most talent on paper, but the most questions. I think, what do you think? What record do you think wins you the division? Like 10-7?
Yeah, 10 wins doesn't say.
You think 10 wins gets it? Like 2 more wins that these guys didn't have last year should be able to get it to them? That's fair. I feel like 10-7 is a pretty good number. The New Orleans Saints, KK. We will be in attendance for one of these games. Tyler Shuck, franchise quarterback or good quarterback on a good run?
He could end up being a franchise quarterback.
I mean, he finished second in Offensive Rookie of the Year voting, despite only starting 9 games as a rookie. Year 2, upgraded cast. You got Travis Etienne, Jordan Tyson, David Edwards. Like,
I don't see them winning that division, but I mean, the pieces are starting to build there in New Orleans.
what are your thoughts on Alvin Kamara? Do you think that's a legend and they're doing right by keeping him there, or do you think that's dead weight?
I like that they're keeping him there if it's a cheap contract, but I mean, if I'm Alvin Kamara, don't you want to go somewhere else and win a Super Bowl?
That's what I don't understand. Like, why does he want to be in there so bad? Listen,
Loyalty?
but I don't think he would be considered any less loyal if he left. Like, if he were to go to the Saints and be like, "Hey guys, I really like," do we think that Derrick Henry was not loyal to the Titans?
No,
Like,
he would have stayed then, right?
well, that's what I mean. Like, Derrick Henry, I think.
But Derrick Henry probably wants to go win a Super Bowl.
Well, that's what I mean. And the Titans were looking to rebuild, so it worked out for both parties, where the Titans were like, hey, you go play in Baltimore, or you go pick your team in free agency. We will rebuild. Thank you for your service. It was a happy, clean ending.
And he went and picked the wrong team.
Wow. Yes.
For now.
So what I mean, I don't know why Alvin Kamara is insistent on.
He's also built a life there, so
yeah, but
maybe
his
he doesn't
life,
want to leave.
he can. I mean, there's plenty of teams that would require his services.
You never know. Maybe they trade him during the season.
Dallas would love to have you, Alvin. We would love you so much.
Dallas just wants everybody all the time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Atlanta. Okay. Well, listen. They got to figure this shit out. Tua versus Michael Penix, probably the most compelling battle in this division. Tua signed cheap, obviously. Penix coming off an ACL tear. Couldn't do 11 on 11 all spring. James Pierce is in possible suspension. I don't know where to.
Well, the league might suspend him.
They just signed Kyle Pitts to a 3-year extension. Let's start with Tua. You believe in the Tua hype, and why? I need some. You got to talk to some Falcons fans here. You got to, if you are.
No, I don't believe in the hype of Tua, but he's got an opportunity there to be a starting quarterback.
You can't politicize the answer. So does that mean you believe in Michael Penix's hype? Like, do you think Penix is the guy? One of these guys has to be the guy. Which guy do you think it is?
Probably go with Penix.
I
think Tua still has some injury concerns. But I mean, isn't that the same kind of boat as Minnesota? Like, you're franchise quarterback, and now you bring another guy, and they're battling for number one. You have Murray and J.J. McCarthy battling for number one.
Yeah, and you're also looking at two teams with regime changes, right? Like Penix coming in with the old regime, J.J. McCarthy coming in with the old regime. New regime is here. These guys are on short leashes. They know they're on short leashes. Michael Penix knows this.
Yeah, I was going to say, why not just alternate Tua and Penix? You game 1, you game 2, you game 3.
Oh, just
have fun.
Hey,
poor Bijan.
Hey,
and David London.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, I think like that's what Atlanta Falcons fans feel like their hopes and dreams have been. They've just been like, we're going to be so good, and then like they go out, they trade up and take Michael Penix.
What was their record last year?
Last year, 8-9.
I mean, not bad.
They were tied for the division lead.
Yeah, so I mean, why wouldn't you go with Penix to start? Give him the ball. He struggles, you bring him to him.
I watched a lot of games last year about. I watched a lot of Falcons games because I had Bijan on my fantasy football team, so I was privy to this. A lot of Falcons games last year where they fucking had god awful play calling, just god awful stuff. And you get Kevin Stefanski in there this year. You might have a new regime bump, right? Like you might have a new coach bump. So I can see there being Penix still having a little bit more of a ceiling, but he's got to take the step. There's got to be more sound decision making. He has to be able to make his passes with more conviction and more poise than he did last year. You also got to use Bijan. I understand they're like, oh, well, you can't just use one guy. When your one guy is Bijan, You got to use them. I know they lost Tyler Algier. I know that's going to be a pain. They have Brian Robinson coming in. So got 2B Robinsons playing. Drake London got paid. Kyle Pitts got paid. It's time for somebody to take the edge here. That place deserves to be rocking. I feel for Atlanta Falcons fans. I really do. I hope they get there. I hope they you know what? I hope they figure this thing out. Now,
and they got the Terrell brothers there, right?
And they have the Terrell brothers there. Avion Terrell going in to join his brother in Atlanta. Big nice little story. Now the reigning champs, the Carolina Panthers. They were 8-9. They barely got the job done through tiebreakers. They made it in. Do you take them as seriously, even though they got in with 8-9?
I'll take them seriously because they loaded up in the offseason.
They did.
Was it on defense? They loaded up.
Yep. They have been aggressively rebuilt in free agency. They went crazy. Jalen Phillips, Devin Lloyd.
Good for them.
You got Derek Brown.
They made the moves they needed.
I think it's harder to be good at defense. I think you can will your way into some lucky offensive plays and you can kind of work your way into some stronger offense. It's harder to be good at defense. And I think them investing in that side of the ball.
Well, defense is a team game, like by committee.
I like Dave Canales, man.
Offense is, if you have a good quarterback and a playmaker, you can get those home run balls.
And I know they lost Rico Dowdle to Pittsburgh, but I like Dave Canales. I think what his approach has been relatively good, and they've developed Bryce Young the right way. Oh, this will be big. This will be a big year for Bryce Young. I think this is the year that will lead up to whether or not he gets his big contract or he's still going to get middling numbers. Canales is one of the best developmental head coaches, offensive coordinators. He did something similar with Geno Smith in Seattle. So if he takes that next step forward, I think you got to pay him. You got to pay that. There's your guy. You spent the first round capital on him. You got to pay the guy. I'd be right now looking at it. If I were to pay him right now today, I would invest in Bryce Young. I think he's the future. And
so that's your team, Carolina.
I do have Carolina winning this division. I do. I think
I'm gonna go with Atlanta in this division.
Oh boy. No love to
John has to have an MVP season.
No love to the Bucks. No love to the. Who's your number 2?
Number 2 is Carolina.
Oh wow. I'll go Carolina number 1. I'll go Tampa Bay number 2. And then number 3 for me will be the Falcons.
Number 3 for me is the Buccaneers.
Oh my God. And then we're both on.
I think them losing Mike Evans, getting a little younger, I think that's going to hurt Baker a lot.
And then we're both consistent on what's their faces? Saints being last.
Yeah. I mean, they still need 1 or 2 more years and they'll be back in this division.
Yeah, I mean, they're on the right track. Well, they may surprise some people this year. I mean, they're going to have an easier schedule, so they might be able to pull out some wins. Going into the NFC North, KK. The good old NFC North. We'll start with the Chicago Bears. Very good. I'm very happy. You have to be focused. You said it before about Jeremiah Love. Caleb has to be focused. That means the Instagram supermodels, you have to be focused. You can't knock up everybody.
You can.
No, you can't. You can't.
Hey, that's on my team in this division, so go ahead and do it.
Oh dear. KK just poking holes in Caleb's condoms. My point is you got to focus. You got to keep your off-field shit away. Luther Burden is the one name that will be, if the Bears are going to take a step forward, DJ Moore out of the building. This is the guy that you're entrusting and to be taking the next step. Luther Burden has to be the guy that takes the next step. Romeo Odunze, his dad's got to stay off the Twitter. His dad's got to stop talking on Twitter every time his son doesn't make a catch.
That team's all drama then.
They do have some young cats they do have some young drama cats there. But listen, Ben Johnson has that thing running tight commandment there. So Bears fans, you enjoy it while it lasts. You guys will be leaving Chicago soon. This will be
they got to play a full game rather than just Fourth quarter.
Well, that's the
Fourth
thing.
quarter
Like,
comebacks.
you can't be down all the time going into the fourth quarter. As much as I love watching Caleb Williams go crazy in the fourth quarter, you cannot be down every single time. Ben Johnson, best offensive mind in football.
He's up there, but
Who's your top three?
wouldn't you go to was
like
it Mike McDonald in Seattle and what he created in the offense?
No,
Sean
but
McVay?
he's the defense.
Offensive coordinator?
So Clint Kubiak, you would say? The guy in the Raiders now?
Yeah.
Because Mike
I would give it
McDonald
to
was
him.
handling the
He's
defense.
the head coach.
Yeah, he's handling the defense, though.
Clint Kubiak, yeah.
So that's your top. And then you got McVay, Kubiak, and then...
Ben Johnson, yeah.
Oh, those are here. Oh. Interesting. Well, interesting.
Who else you got?
I'm gonna go with. I like Kevin O'Connell. I like what he does with Minnesota. I mean, I don't think he's a crazy offensive mind, but I think he's very developmental. The other, I gotta go.
But if you're going with that, Minnesota's offense would have got them in the playoff. They didn't.
That is true. That is true.
Their defense held their ground.
It's not his fault. He was given fucking JJ McCarthy. KK.
He still has JJ McCarthy.
He was given a thief of joy.
And now he's got Kyler Murray, another project.
It's not his fault. I gotta go with my boy. I'll be okay. I will say Ben Johnson. I will say Sean McVay, and I will say Kyle Shanahan. But I will say my boy Brian Schottenheimer is right there. He's right there. He's like one great season from the Cowboys. Schottenheimer's number one in my eyes. Somehow this always turns into the Cowboys. I don't know if I have another question about that. Madden curse. Does it come from Mr. Caleb Williams?
What was that?
The Madden curse. He is on the cover.
Ooh. Well, it should then. Detroit won that division.
We'll keep Detroit to the end.
We hope not.
We'll keep Detroit to the end. We'll move to the Packers. Now, the Packers got okay. Parsons is missing the first 4 to 6 weeks. Do you think the Packers won the Parsons trade?
No. They just created some more drama on that team.
Because I'm starting to...
Why do we got to keep talking about Micah Parsons every point?
No, but I'm just wondering.
Well, what has he done? Nothing.
That's what I'm trying to say here. It's like they traded a whole lot to get Micah Parsons. Like the theory. Oh, I mean the trade's not done yet, but they traded. I think. It's easy to say they traded Quinnen Williams, Kenny Clark, and a first-round pick. A lot of fucking assets. Like, I don't know how much better he makes your team.
I think he just destroyed that team.
Well, and he's missing he's missing a bunch of the season this year as well. So, I mean, those first 6 games let's go through their schedule. Let's go through the Packers.
And you also got to look at Josh Jacobs. He might not even be there.
Oh, that's what I mean here. All right, their first 6 games. So they got the Vikings divisional game. On the road, though. They are on the road.
On the road? I don't know, man. I think that's going to be a fight doing that one.
I think so, too. I think the Vikings beat them.
Yeah.
If they don't have Josh Jacobs and they're already missing Mike Parsons on defense, I think the Vikings beat them. Then they get a free win. They get to play the Jets.
How do you know that's a free win?
Oh, God. Come on, KK. Come on now.
Hey, you got a young Jets team. Although with Geno.
Oh, come on now.
You never know.
Oh, God. That was the KK. You never know. Then you get the Falcons. That's a win at home. Lambeau, 5-15.
You don't think Atlanta can beat them?
Oh, no. God. KK showing his true Detroit Lions bias right now. I love it.
Come on. No Micah, and if you don't have Josh Jacobs.
Listen, if the Falcons have figured out their quarterback situation, maybe. I'll give it to you. Okay, we'll keep it moving. They get the Bucks. Yeah, I think they lose that.
Yeah.
And then they get to play the Bears. I think they lose that. So you've already lost 2 divisional games since the season started. Then you get to play the Cowboys, and you know how I feel about that. That's going to be house money. House money. It's going to be a beautiful thing.
It might be a tie game.
No, please. No, I don't want that. Don't want that. And then they play the Lions.
No, they're going to win that.
So you're looking, and they're playing the Lions on the road. So they've played 3 divisional games.
You lose 3 divisional games, you're not making playoff.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Bang. It's over. Listen, Tucker Kraft, before his ACL tear, was playing very well. Fucking amazing football. He might be a guy you might want to look at drafting early in your fantasy football leagues. It looks like Jordan Love's favorite target. You know, there's no wide receivers in fucking Green Bay that can catch a ball, and they traded away.
Well, they're hoping for a healthy Christian Watson.
Yeah. Final question about this. Do you think Jordan Love is good enough to get this team to the NFC Championship?
I would say yes if he's got a
follow-up question.
If Micah returns to like Micah Parsons can do, and Josh Jacobs is healthy and can go,
do you think
I don't see why not they don't.
No, but do you think Jordan Love, like just a quarterback himself, is he good enough?
He's good enough if he has the talent around him.
That's my second question was, have they done enough to surround the talent around him? No. It's reminding me very much of Aaron Rodgers on the Packers, where they just not give him
because anybody. I mean, you lost your backup running back a year ago in free agency.
Yeah.
Where did Emmanuel Wilson go? Didn't he go to Seattle?
Emmanuel Wilson did go to Seattle.
He's going to end up being the starting running back.
No. Hold on. Let me look at the Packers depth chart when it comes to running back.
They have nobody.
I got to see something. I got to see who's going to be playing running back for the Packers. Oh, dear. They've got Chris Brooks out of BYU. And then they have Marshawn Lloyd and Pierre Strong Jr. They're fucked if Josh Jacobs gets suspended.
Because they have on receivers. Because they lost on Damian Wentz.
Their receivers are...
they traded him away.
Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, and Matthew Golden. They need
more help there, too.
They're basically praying Matthew Golden is going to turn into some crazy stud. But their backups, do you want to hear... If any one of these guys go down, their backups are Savion Williams, Bo Melton, Sky Moore, Isaiah Nair, Brendan Rice, and Will Shepard.
They have a lot of guys, but I don't think they have elite, solid depth.
They don't even have a one.
No one's proven.
They don't have a one.
Yeah, none of them are proven.
They do not have a one. That is the problem. They need to have a one. Yeah.
I mean, Matt LaFleur could be, or is he the coach still there?
No. He is. He could be fired.
He could be gone. Yeah.
He could be fired.
He could be gone there early.
Minnesota, speaking of gone early, Kyler Murray versus J.J. McCarthy, probably the most fascinating QB competition in this division.
Yeah.
I mean, my question is, Kyler Murray, can he get it done? Can he have a redemption
I think he can get it done.
Or is it going to be same old Kyler? I think so, too.
I think Kyler Murray can get it done.
I think they're going to surprise some people. I feel like they're going to surprise some people in the ways, their defense stays good. And Kyler Murray literally has to play a notch above dog shit. They can make some noise. I think they can. Mm-hmm. They will be. Look at the wide receivers he has. It's like
they were close a year ago in that division. They weren't that far off.
Yeah, and it's like Kyler Murray's situation is almost the opposite of J.J. McCarthy's situation, where it's like he has all those tools and weapons that he can throw to, whereas Jordan Love doesn't. So it'll be interesting. Now, what happens if he loses the job, J.J. McCarthy? Is he now tradable? I'll drink.
Oh, yeah, he's tradable. Yeah, I was just going to ask you about that.
Where would you think...
If he's not the starting QB, he's done in Minnesota.
Well, that's what you would think, right? You would think, okay, it's over for 9. I'll cheers to that. I'll crack one open for cheers to number 9. Yeah, it's got to be over for him. I mean...
Now, if you're a team, say, the Jets or the Cardinals, do you take a shot at him?
But why?
He's still young.
But what has he shown in the NFL? He's already done the NFL thing. You already seen him play
But
NFL.
he's still young. I mean, we talked about a guy like Sam Darnold leaving Minnesota.
But
if you're put in the right system, you can succeed.
But I look at it this way, KK. I look at it, if I'm the Jets, okay, I'm the GM of the Jets. Shout out to me. I look at ring, ring, ring. You're the Vikings GM. Hi, sir. Okay, offer me JJ McCarthy. You'd be like, just be like, would you like
JJ McCarthy?
Well, you see, Vikings GM, that is great. However, I'm a little bit concerned. My concerns are the following. This guy played under this best system coach in probably the world, the guy that revitalized Sam Darnold, revitalized Daniel Jones, and he played with Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison. I don't have any of those. I don't have Justin Addison. I don't have Jordan Addison or Justin Jefferson. What makes you think he's going to play better on my team? That's the concern about failing in Minnesota. If he had failed in New York, or if he had failed in Arizona, or he had failed in, like, I don't know, Cleveland last year.
So then why don't all quarterbacks go to Minnesota and get like revitalized? Yeah. See?
Well, that's what
I mean. What's wrong with taking a shot at a guy that's pretty much out of Minnesota?
But what do you think's going to happen?
Contract,
what do you think's going to happen in LA?
Or give him a shot.
That's what's going to happen in LA. When Stafford leaves, and if Ty Simpson is not the guy, what do you think they're going to do in LA? It's going to be the one-stop shop for quarterbacks that didn't play well.
Well, a team like the Rams, why not go knock on the door of JJ McCarthy?
Well, my thing is, like, he's going to get a shot. Like, I hate to be the guy to be like, you know what, JJ McCarthy, you're done in the NFL. It's over. It's over for you. Oh, never.
I mean, it's not like he's like 27, 28 and terrible. He's still young.
Let's see, how old is the whole fuck? He's 23. So, yeah, listen, there's probably a lot of ego at play here. I mean, the kid went to IMG Academy, which means he was pretty good for a large portion of his life. Went to University of Michigan, won a national championship, probably told his entire life that he is the best thing ever to grace the earth. And I get that this is adversity. And he's just going to have to, he could always go back and play hockey. He was good at that growing up. He got a scholarship offer.
Where's he going to play hockey? NHL? He's not going to the NHL. He's not going to the NHL now. He's chosen sport.
KK's so disgusted by JJ McCarthy.
That's like all the talk about, say, like a Russell Wilson going to play baseball. Because football's not working out. Do you think he's going to make
What about Kyler? Kyler could play baseball. He was wanted at one point by the Athletics.
At one point.
And out of all the teams, the Athletics, the Oakland Athletics wanted Kyler Murray. Oh, my God. No, but your disgust for J.J. McCarthy is beautiful.
I think if Kyler Murray gets that job, he's got to ask for a trade out of there.
Well, yeah. Like, I don't know. I think
But if you're another team, why not give him a shot? What do you have to lose?
Well, we'll see. We'll see where 9 goes. Finally, your lovely Detroit Lions. It was lovely Detroit Lions. Penei Sewell at left tackle. I mean, Sewell's been an all-pro at right tackle. It's his natural side. It's where he developed his footwork and technique. Left tackle is the blind side. Requires different pass set angles. Do you think he's better on the left or right side, or do you think there's more so fitting a need and it'll be better for the team?
I think it's fitting a need what's best for that team. They got to protect Jared Goff.
Yeah, they can't.
They got to protect
that Christmas
and they
game.
Got to free up holes for Jahmyr Gibbs.
That Christmas game was brutal to watch. The Christmas game was horrible. I remember watching. I'm like, they're trying Jared Goff to die. Poor guy. In this division, are they the most complete roster?
They should be, but I'd probably say no. I think Chicago's still most complete roster.
Damn, okay.
And that team to beat.
I was going to say they were. I just think they need to be healthy. Like Brian Branch, Terrion Arnold, DJ Reed, missing combined.
Detroit's defense was depleted last year.
Like their secondary was banged up. I mean, if you keep those 3 healthy, the defense
and I think
is
the loss of Ben Johnson hurt them a year ago.
Yeah, they also got to chill out on the practices in training camp. I don't think that bodes really well. I think we got to relax a little bit. We got to dial it back down and then dial it up in the season. I think they were going really hard in the training camp and preseason and like really ramping it up and being like, look at us, we're so intense, ah ha ha. And then they came out flat and banged up and bruised. But I mean, you still have Amon-Ra St. Brown, who is playmaker. You still have Jahmyr Gibbs, who's a playmaker. So yeah, they're right up there for me. What's the ceiling? What's the bare minimum that you want from the
Super
team?
Bowl?
Bang.
Oh, son of a bitch!
What?
Damn.
What else do you think was insane?
Oh, like NFC Championship?
No, man, they got to win the Super Bowl. They've already in the NFC Championship. Weren't they against 49ers
I believe so.
a few years ago?
I believe they
I
might have
think
been.
we were watching it
Yeah.
out there
Somewhere.
years ago.
Yeah. People were throwing up after eating the burger challenge. I believe it
Yeah.
might have been that day.
Yeah, it was that day.
Yeah. Oh, boy. No, shout out to the Chooch. Yeah. Orang in this division. What do you got?
I got the Lions at number 1. How about you?
I'll go Bears. I'll go
I
Bears.
got Bears at number 2.
I got Lions number 2. Okay. I think I know where we're going with this.
I got the Vikings at number 3.
Yeah. And then
Good old Green Bay.
good old cheeseheads at number 4. There's that. This will be clipped. I'm gonna make this clip, make a nice little graphic for it. No, it's a pleasure doing business. Now on to the goodness, the goodness. We're gonna start with the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, I'm gonna start right here, right off the bat. Trading AJ Brown to New England. Reckless or bold?
Bold.
Why?
He didn't want to be there. You traded him. You brought in another receiver, Mekhi Lemon.
But is it reckless for them to get it to that point?
Yeah, they should have fixed things a long time ago. But what's funny is the quarterback, Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown were like best buddies.
Yeah, but I heard it was.
Now it's like, I want out.
I don't want it to be.
I just think that team's full of drama now, man. Like, look, not even that. Look at how many players left on defense.
Well, yeah, that is true. I don't want this to be misensued or taken the wrong way. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to say this without it being obvious what I'm just trying to say. So reports were that AJ Brown and many times had asked to resolve the situation. Jalen Hurts had asked to resolve the situation with AJ Brown, and AJ Brown, instead of going to him and resolving it, chose the silence route and decided that he did not want to talk.
Oh, just like some other events, eh?
That's why I wanted to make sure I did this properly. He decided he wanted to go the silent route and didn't want to talk to Jalen Hurts. I think that is.
Do you put it all on, say, Jalen Hurts, or do you put it more on the coaching staff?
I put it more on the coaching staff. I think you got to have people around you to at the end of the day, you're professionals. Paid millions and millions of dollars. It doesn't matter about Big Dom at that point. It's
At the end of the day, it's not Jalen Hurts the one that's doing the play calling.
No, it's not. And even if it is, it's the coaches to be like, I don't care if you're fucking upset with whatever. Our job's to win games. Team sport. Like, our job's not, who cares if you didn't get fucking 1,000 yards? It doesn't matter. It's about winning games, winning championships, winning greatness. That's what matters. And I think a lot of it is like, a lot of people don't want to hear that. A lot of people don't want to hear that it's not about you, it's about the greater goal. And when they hear that it's not about you, it's about the greater goal, they go out crashing out, fucking throwing shit on the ground, like kicking benches, punching windows.
I thought Philly was a city of brotherly love.
Well, yeah.
I guess not.
No, not a lot of love. I mean, this is probably the last kick at the can for Nick Sirianni.
I think for a lot of players too on that team.
I think for a big part of that regime, I think for the big part of that coaching staff, I think this is a lot of make it or break it season. A lot of pressure is on Philadelphia. Jalen Carter is eligible for an extension. The longer they wait, the more leverage Carter has. I mean, if this drags into the season,
He's a guy that wants to be there now.
Well, his name was floated around in those Max Crosby rumors. And I don't know how many guys are too keen on their name being floated out. I especially don't think Jalen Carter's keen on his name being floated out. He's an absolute menace. But listen, tons of drama. Tons. Absolute full of drama, the Eagles. And you know what? It's right on brand. That's where they love to be. They love to be there. Moving on to the New York Giants, KK. Year one of Mr. John Harbaugh in New York. I mean, Jackson Dart. They've added in a plethora of people. I mean, they added in Magoa for protection for Mr. Jackson Dart. They added in Arvell Reese.
Yep.
Coming in. You got Abdul Carter still there.
Solid draft.
They had a good draft. They did not have a good few weeks after the draft with the whole Trump, Jackson Dart, Abdul Carter thing. That was probably not the good look for them, but they've had a good draft.
Hopefully that's solved.
I don't think it is. I don't think that's the last of it. I mean,
should we call this a drama division then?
I think so. And it's the first time the Cowboys aren't in any.
Well, they're still in the drama division.
But they're the first time they're not contributing anything to the drama division. It's the first time.
Well, I mean, they have to now because they like to be involved in everything.
No. Our wide receiver said he's going to practice and he's going to play and he's going to come to all the training camps. That's what he said.
For now.
Yeah, I don't think it's past him. I don't think you can change someone's views on politics or how they view the world. It might be, he might hide it a little bit more.
Well, the big thing is they better not bring into the locker room.
Well, yeah, they can't.
If it's in that locker room, man, that's going to be a whole lot of drama.
Abdul Carter likes to talk on the mic.
Yeah.
He liked to talk when they were talking about Arvell Reese being drafted, and he had his opinions on why the hell they were spending that pick when he was already there. He likes to talk on the mic. He's a very Micah Parsons centric style of player. They play the same position.
Well, maybe he's got to learn and be like, I got to stay away and focus on football.
I mean, you play for the Giants. You have a big platform. You're playing in New York, or I guess New Jersey, but you playing in New York. Probably living in New York, going to fancy dinners, meeting celebrities every day. If you like that, you got to have to manage your off-field stuff a little bit better. And I don't mean not have an opinion on certain situations about how you feel, politically or whatever. I'm talking about don't go hopping on podcast mics, bashing your teammates, bashing your organization. Mm-hmm. Don't do that. Because they will butt fuck you and send you to fucking Tennessee where you won't play relevant football. Or they'll trade you to Green Bay. And you know how that turns out. They'll be sent to Minnesota or somewhere where it won't be as nice to go out after to get a meal. So Myles,
maybe him and Micah can go start a podcast together.
Well, that's going to be my next. Yeah, that's the obvious one there. That's
I think a big question mark in New York is Malik Neighbors. Is he going to be healthy?
Yeah, well, Malik Neighbors is going to miss time this year, and he's not going to be available for that opener against Dallas. But it's also on the Giants. They're got to set the tone. They got to set the culture. And John Harbaugh, I think, will probably do that. He'll have a big say in that when it comes to what type of football team they are. But it's going to take time. I don't think this is going to be a quick, you know what, we're back in it right away. I think it's going to take time. I think Giants fans are going to have to learn to be 2 steps forward, 1 step back with this whole approach. Washington. I mean, Jaden Daniels, new offensive coordinator. They're moving him under center. So he's going to be doing a lot of single back plays. That means they're going to be doing a lot more play action. They're going to be doing a lot more in the run game. I don't know essentially if that is the best thing. I mean, to put him under center, it is a gamble.
Well, you got to do whatever fits for Jaden Daniel.
It's different footwork and timing, right? So you're essentially, his entire career has been in shotgun college, and his first 2 NFL seasons have been under the shotgun.
So that's tough.
And now you got to go, you got to veer him completely into a different setting, and it's a different footwork, different timing. It will be one of the most efficient plays. I mean, he'll be more dangerous. If I Jaden Daniels, on a fantasy football perspective, this change makes me a lot happier because now Jaden Daniels will be running a lot more. You'll be seeing him do a lot more.
I think that's what
bootlegs.
he needs to do.
A
lot more running, a lot more play action.
But I say this cautiously. I agree with you, but he needs to stay healthy.
Yeah.
Those runs, you take a hit back. Like, you need to learn how to take a hit then.
Mm-hmm.
You need to learn how to go down and like be like, all right, I'm not going to get 8 out of this. I'm only going to get 4. And I'm going to slide early. So it'll be interesting to see. I think they got questions everywhere outside of Terry McLaurin for wide receiver. I mean, they're missing a whole bunch. I know Brandon Ayuk's in whatever conversation with them. Maybe Stephon Diggs. I don't think the offense is enough. I think you're reliant too much on one guy, and they've had that problem for a long, long time.
I don't think their offense or defense is enough.
And it is not looking good for them. I don't think they are. I think the wheels are going to come falling off midway through the season there. I don't think they will be making the playoffs. And I don't think they're going to be close either. I think they're going to be up in the top picking for a player again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got them.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I got them picking at the top. My Dallas Cowboys, KK. Well, last one. Listen. Christian Parker, fucking fabulous. Fabulous hire by Brian Schottenheimer, who was in attendance, as you may have seen, in attendance to watch Lionel Messi score his record-breaking goals at Dallas Stadium in Dallas. I mean, Christian Parker installed immediately. Caleb Downs coming in. They used 5 of their 7 draft picks on defense. They traded for Rashawn Gary, who had 7.5 sacks last year. Added safety Jalen Thompson, cornerback Kobe Durant, Malachi Lawrence, edge rusher. We talked about Caleb Downs as well. You got DeMarion Rashawn coming back. I think the biggest addition, we talked about him, is getting the fuck Matty Eberflus out of there and getting in a new defensive coordinator. Somebody who is a smart football mind, somebody who is a young football mind who thinks the game in a new lens, and somebody that demands excellence. And I think if you go listen to Christian Parker's, mic'd up moments that the Cowboys posted, he does that. The biggest win, I think, so far has been training camp. George Pickens came in. He said, I'm playing. I'm going to be going to training camp. I'm going to do it. I'm playing on my tag. Biggest thing, every article you read right now about the Cowboys, you hear from Brian Schottenheimer, you hear from Christian Parker, you hear from players, you hear from different assistants, you hear from Clayton Adams. You know who you don't hear from? You don't hear from Jerry Jones. That's like, in my time,
I think that's the smartest decision Pickens has made. Like, he's
not
playing for a contract.
Yeah, but in all of this also is the one voice you have not heard at all is Jerry. Jerry hasn't said a single thing, and I don't.
Do you think that's a good thing, or
that's a fabulous thing?
Because I mean, if he talks, that's the drama division.
Well,
he's creating the drama.
Him talking is what gets us into contract holdouts and unreal expectations and other things that like just go sideways. Him giving the full reins to Brian Schottenheimer to be like, you run it your way.
Yep.
Is the smartest thing he's done. And I think Brian Schottenheimer probably has a thing to say in that when he was like, hey, Jerry, last year at training camp, you really fucked us. We had a guy laying down on a massage table at a preseason game. I couldn't get any of my groups to buy in. We had Trayvon Diggs holding out court press conferences like for his buddy Micah, and then you traded him 2 days before the season started, or 3 days. So I think that being in play with it, I'm very happy. I'm a very, very happy Cowboys fan right now. I think.
Well, I mean, you should be, because you look at the other 3 teams.
There are holes. Like there are things like I do want to see them address backup running back, and that's me being picky. I do want to see them address that. There is holes with Tyler Guyton. Is Tyler Guyton going to be able to do it? I would love to see them go and make another splash and attempt at Max Crosby. I think that would be fun. That would be enjoyable. I would be locked in. We would be good to go. We'd be gunning. I don't think they're done yet. I think they're going to wait and see what they got with their edge. I think you might see them make a trade within the season and shore up depending on how they are. They don't have an easy schedule. They have a tough schedule, but at the same time, I don't want it any other way. If the New York Knicks can win an NBA championship, why can't the Dallas Cowboys win a Super Bowl? Bring it on. I'm going to go Let's start from the bottom. Who's finishing 4th for you, KK?
Finishing 4th for me is probably, I'll go with the Eagles.
Oh,
Unfortunately, I think they're just too much drama in the locker room.
that is appealing. I will go Washington, though. I'll go Washington, and then I will go 3rd. I will go Philly.
I was going to go with the Giants.
Okay. And then I will go.
They're coming along good, but I don't see them.
I will go Giants for number 2 for me.
For me, it's Washington.
KK, you know what that means.
I mean, if your Cowboys don't win this division,
we are in trouble.
We
are in trouble. We are in trouble if the Cowboys do not win this division. But hey, it's going to be a good year. It's going to be our year.
How many wins are you expecting for the Cowboys to get?
Well, I'm going to do this little exercise for you here. Let's see.
12, 13?
Okay, let's see here. Cowboys schedule. All right, I'm going to tell you exactly how this season is going to go. Here, lock in with me, fellas. If you're listening at home, get that betting app out. Cowboys versus Giants, September 13th. It's going to be nice. I'll play a little outro music while I do this. Yeah, Cowboys versus Giants, September 13th. All the eyes are on the boys. Everybody's ready to go. The Giants do not have Malik Neighbors. They do not have enough to keep up with the firepower offense. Cowboys handle the Giants very easily. Washington Commanders versus Cowboys. Cowboys win. 2-0 in the division. Baltimore Ravens versus the Cowboys in Brazil. That one they lose. I'm going to say that one they lose.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to say that little different.
Like Dak's having fun?
Dak's having too much fun with the baddies in Brazil. It's a little bit too much fun.
I think you're going to say we beat them and now we're talking about the Super Bowl in week 4.
No. We go 2-1. We all Houston matchup, all Texas matchup in Houston. Beat Houston. Short week. Tampa Bay's in town. Beat Tampa Bay. Now what we looking at? We're looking at 4-1. Going into Green Bay. They don't got Micah Parsons. They maybe don't have Josh Jacobs either. 5-1. Eagles, Cowboys, October 26th in Philadelphia. 6-1. 6-1. Arizona versus Cowboys. Oh my God, this will be the most difficult game. This will be the toughest game.
That's when they're going to lose.
This is going to be the toughest game. They're going to lose this game. It's going to be 6-2. They're going to lose to the Cardinals. The Cowboys play the Colts.
Earlier, you were at me when I said Arizona would beat them.
No, Cardinals will beat Cardinals. Now I was looking at it. It's going to be Cardinals will beat the Cowboys. 6-2. They're going to play the Colts. Please beat the fucking Colts. 7-2. They're going to beat the Colts. Then they play the 49ers at home. Yes, they beat the 49ers.
Wow, they can't beat Arizona.
No, they cannot beat Arizona.
49ers?
They cannot beat Arizona. And then the Titans come into town. So they're 8-2. They will beat the Titans. They'll be 9-2. They'll lose on Thanksgiving to the Eagles. So they'll be 9-3.
They're going to lose to Philly now.
At home. They beat Philly on the road.
How can a Cowboys fan say we're going to lose to the Eagle?
I got it. We're not going to. I don't want them to, but I just have a feeling they're going to lose on Thanksgiving Day.
You can't have that kind of feeling for a Cowboys fan.
But wait for it. Then they go into Seattle. Bang. 10-3. Bang. They beat the Rams 11-3.
How are you a Super Bowl team if you're beating the Rams and the Seahawks, but you're losing to the Eagles and the Cardinals?
Because you're the Dallas Cowboys. That's how it operates. This is how.
So if that's how it operates, they're not going to win the Super Bowl because they're going to lose.
No, they're going to win the Super Bowl because the Cardinals won't be in the playoffs. Work with me here.
No, they won't, man.
Work with me here. Hey, we hope you love this episode. We're going to be doing one for the AFC soon. And don't worry, we got lots of stuff coming your way. Tons of interviews, tons of fun stuff. We got a fun little inmate sections coming back. We got a lot of that coming back. Yeah. A lot of people be wondering where the other co-hosts are. I'll drop that in the inmate section. I answer all your questions.
Inmate section.
Yeah, well, I thought it would be the best time considering, they'd probably have no fucking idea what's going on. So,
well, now you're pretty much telling people they're inmates.
Well, not them. It's not. Oh dear God. Maybe they did. Just punched a window. It is what it is. Until next time. You know what? Until next time. We'll keep it under wraps. Until next time, if you don't follow us, please follow us, Red Zone Blitz Pod on all the socials, X, Instagram, TikTok. Go follow us everywhere. Go subscribe to us on YouTube, Red Zone Blitz Podcast. And then, of course, You can write to us, redzoneblitzpodcast@gmail.com. Check out our website, www.redzoneblitzpodcast.com. So the Red Zone Blitz podcast brought to you by G and
KK. And I have one more question for you.
Yeah, what?
Do you think Dak wins MVP?
Yes, sir. Lock it down.
How does he win MVP when he's losing to Arizona?
No. Go Cowboys. Love you, Jerry.